Hey, it's Uncle Fester Photography Channel. Should probably stop calling myself that. Hey, I got the hiccups. That's so embarrassing. Well, half the year's over with for 2018. I sit at a unique position in testing. Damn hiccups. Unique position of testing way too many lenses. Also, uniquely and maybe pathetically, I own every Fujifilm. I'll spit it out here eventually. Every Fujifilm lens made. All the GFX series lenses, which are GF lenses. Hiccups, damn it. And all the X series lenses for Fujifilm. It is actually a rare statement that I could say lens is just like 10 out of 10 across the board. I mean, there's only, well, really, there's like less than 15 or so lenses that I've ever said that about. And uniquely, 3 of those lenses, which I've reviewed and purchased this year, when I find a lens that's like 10 out of 10 across the board, it's like, that means the lens is so good you could basically glue it to your camera permanently and you'd still be happy with it. And interestingly enough, of those 3 lenses, which I've damn hiccups. Interestingly, those 3 lenses which I've discovered this year, 2 of them are Fujifilm lenses. Damn hiccups. Someone needs to scare me. Yeah, someone needs to scare me. Maybe that'll do it. The 80mm macro 2.8. Also, interestingly, I have, well, without any question, the best, the most expensive macro lenses money can buy. Zeiss lenses, Nikkor lenses, the best. Most all of them. Yeah, well, yeah, really all of them. And nothing comes even close. I actually can say emphatically, owning every X series lens, that the 2 best lenses, the best made Fujifilm lenses, and it may not be a focal length that you necessarily want, but that being left aside, the 2 best lenses in my position of our conclusion is the 16mm 1.4, which is one of the last lenses I ever tested, and the 80mm 2.8 macro, which is right here. Just absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. 10 out of 10 right across the board. Another lens, which is the last X series lens, and ironically enough, it's also like the 16mm, which I thought, well, how good can Fuji's 16mm 1.4 be? Well, turns out it's absolutely incredible. That's the 45mm f2.8 Fujifilm lens. Unbelievable. I posted a lot of images from this lens, sample images straight out of the camera, and people are just, what's the English word? You all say gobsmacked, which no person in the United States uses. I think my hiccups are gone. Thank God, finally. Ever get the hiccups? You just wish they'd go away? Kind of like me, right? Unbelievable. 10 out of 10 across the board. I thought, it's the 35mm equivalent. GF lenses, you multiply times 0.78. My God, this lens is absolutely crotch-melting perfection. Unbelievable. 2 out of 3. There's only 3 of them. Here's the other one, the Voigtlander. 2 out of the 3 lenses are Fujifilm lenses. Now, I'm not a person, I haven't used Canon stuff in well over a decade. So, but no one is saying anything miraculous about anything. Canon's not dropping any lenses. Interestingly enough, when I reviewed the Sony a7 III, I used a 24-70 G Master on it, and I got accused by several Sony fanboys of defocusing that lens intentionally to make it look fuzzy. It's like, no. Interestingly enough, there were actually a lot of other YouTube photog channels that said, yeah, this lens is, I didn't have a bad sample. Other people report that lens sucks. Obviously, I'm not a person that's reviewing G Master lenses, but I thought, interesting, I'll test out this camera, the 24-70 G Master, but that's not the point. But Fujifilm is making the best lenses currently. I mean, there's not another photography channel that can say they own every Fujifilm lens made, both medium format and X series. Not only tested them all, I own them all. I'm certainly the only photography channel that's tested. There's only 2 lenses that I've not tested. I've not tested the 800mm Nikkor lens. Who gives a damn? $18,000. Who gives a damn? If I can't do it with a 600mm f4 and a 1.4 teleconverter, I can't do it at all. And that super expensive 220-degree fisheye. Everything else I've either owned or do own, and have tested extensively. I mean, I own hundreds and hundreds, no, many hundreds of lenses, many of which are Nikkor lenses. I could say flat out, you know, with Canon being left aside, that Fujifilm's making the best lenses currently. It's like, well, is that your opinion? It's like, no, I can actually say that. You know, sitting in a unique position of lens testing, I can actually say Fujifilm is making the best lenses currently. Look into my eye. Am I lying? Am I hesitating? Am I giving any sort of, you know, body signs other than my hiccups, which are gone, thankfully. That's unbelievable. The third lens, by the way, which is, oh my god, and it's really expensive. This is a Leica M mount, and I've got a Leica M mount to Fuji X mount adapter on it. Is the Voigtlander 40mm f1.2. Wow, holy shit. What a lens. Unbelievable. Really expensive, however. This lens isn't cheap either. $1,600. This lens isn't that big. This is a medium format lens. All of these lenses, you know, no shocker, are made in Japan. I love this. Just look at the fit and finish of this the Voigtlander lens hood. Just like, listen, like, you can't hear anything. It's literally form fit. Nikon or Canon can never make a lens hood that fits like that. No, only the people of Voigtlander and Leica. Actually, Voigtlander, Leica, even Zeiss. No, not even them. So that's actually amazing. A 10 out of 10 lens to me across the board. Rendition, bokeh, saturation, contrast, everything. Wow. There's only 3 lenses this year, and 2 of those are Fujifilm lenses. I test a lot of lenses. I'm telling you, serious as a damn heart attack. That's actually quite astonishing. It shouldn't be. I mean, I've been telling you that, and I have no connection to Fujifilm. I do have a filter on this lens. Actually, I don't have a filter on most of my GFX lenses, but this is actually really a nice, expensive filter. There's a difference between expensive filters and cheap crap. As long as it's AR coated. It's prophylactic, meaning protective. It's not meant to do anything, like a circular polarizer or a gradated ND filter. But that's amazing. I love this. This 80mm basically never comes off my camera. Well, that's not true. This is the XH1 Fujifilm in the 80mm 2.8. That's startling. I got everybody beat on lens reviews. Whenever I review a new lens, I post samples up. So I have samples on all these lenses in different videos. You know, do I have to go back and dig up samples to post those? I think I got a few things going for me on lens reviews. Even people that hate me know that. Is that A, I have no affiliate links and no kickback, so whatever I recommend, I don't make a dime off of if you buy it. 2, everybody knows, even the people that hate me know I do more lens reviews and more lens testing than anybody else does. 3, when I say lens is absolutely un-effing believable, it is. These are off the chart. These are right, 10 out of 10 right across the board. Now I'm just repeating myself, and people really hate it when I do that. But it's the middle of the year. Fujifilm's got 2 more lenses to be dropped, the 8 to 16mm and the 200mm f2, which is going to be really, really cheap. Like, so cheap. Like, not cheap at all. Fujifilm. The lenses that you will glue to your camera and still be happy, 2 out of the 3 of them are Fujifilm lenses. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these videos, click the link below. Tell me to jump off a cliff. Tell me how ugly or bald I am, or, because people like to get their hate out and rage out on the internet. People sit there on the computer and pound on the keyboard. Keyboard jockey! I hate you. You're fat, bald, and ugly, and your videos have poor quality content. Yeah. You end up getting punch drunk after 5,000 videos. I've been outside most of the day. Honestly, if people get the feeling that I must like sit behind this desk all day long, I've caught a bit of sun, a little bit sunburned actually. I think people get the impression that I just sit behind this desk all the time. And I sure don't. I've been outside today for 8 hours. Not that that matters. I get sick of hearing that though. People, you just sit behind that desk. You don't actually use any of that stuff you've got. Yeah, I do. Bye.